the king. So first, let's get one thing straight up here. Today is my birthday. Yes, today's, if I'm correct, this video will be out at August 31st. So I'm decided I will do a birthday special. And I guess from thumbnail you already know what the series is. But here is the worry. So we're doing what if deku had a dragon maid slash girlfriend. First thing, let's clarify. Yes, it is Kana. FBI, please don't come out to me. She's an older version of her which has matured and has grown. Dragon-wise, she was technically an adult if you consider human, but in Dragon-wise she was still a child. Now she's an adult, she's a teenager with a teenager mentality. But let's start how this started. Midori was walking home from school. It had been a very stressful day for him. Bakugan's bullying had finally got to him at one point. And when he returned home, he just put his bag somewhere else. As he then sat down in his bed wondering what he can do. Remembering the words Bakugo said to him. Maybe he can get luckier next time, after jumping up the roof. Midori, after checking his phone, wouldn't just fall down, hopelessly lying in the floor, not doing anything. He feels weak and absolutely nothing can help him. As he does, he'd be flipping through his phones. Meanwhile, a message wouldn't come out. Checking the message, it would be a weird pop-up. It says, if you want power, contact me. Midori, after seeing this, would wonder, what does this message mean? What does contact me mean? Midori would then decide to press it. Press the link of the message. Pressing the link, he would be in a different site of some kinds. You wonder where he is before it says to, what do you want? Your name, your height, your gender, very specific details, even from which country he was in to the exact location he was at. Midori, wondering why it is needed so much, but then he was saying, whatever you need, we can grant you, as long as, well, you want to be granted that. Midori would then just write down everything he has. He writes down his city name, his country name, Japan, and a few more things. His age, his current age. As I mentioned, this takes at least a few months before the start of the anime, so the mirror before UA. And after that, it would just say specifically where you are, where you're currently at, which location this message, send your house and everything else. Midori writes everything down before it says name your price. Midori says, I just want a powerful quirk. That's it. And then he writes something. I also want a certain someone. As Midori was waiting out, he didn't think of it. He thinks if this thing can give him anything, he decides to write. And I want a powerful lover. Midori wouldn't say, specifically a girl. Midori wouldn't send it. Before laughing to himself. It's not like all of this is going to happen. Meanwhile, a certain someone would then just say this message. As they would then say, Kana! As a purple-haired girl would then come with horns, wearing a white like shirt almost, having a tail that looks like it's made out of pure fluff. Then say, yes? It looks like we got a new customer. Oh, what did they ask for? Kana would then say, they asked for power. Power? What type of power? Pure power. Probably something like magic. Can you give them that? Sure. Kana would then say, one more thing. They said they wanted a lover. The powerful one. Now, what are you going to say? Well, they did ask for one, so why don't you go? And we started this business to help our humanity and to pay back what we have lost, didn't we? Yes. We have. So what are you waiting for? Go to the human world. It's gonna take you a few weeks to arrive where he is. Anyways, where is he? He's in Japan. Japan? The last time I was there was so long ago. It was with a red-haired woman, I think I can remember. Kana would then say, it doesn't matter. Anyways, open the portal. As a portal would then open, as Kana would then get sent flying. Before, outside of the multipersonal gate, we get to see a woman drinking tea. I see what seems to be a French style dress wearing with a ginormous hat. As her face would be covered with what seems to be like a covering mask or something. As she would be then taking another drink of the tea. As she would then stand up before checking her universe. Huh. I was like, this mirror is going to have a lot more interesting life than the original one. I wonder what Stonesis is doing. Stonesis is doing. Anyways, she would then start drinking. His current project is going pretty interesting as well. As students start looking at the lens. If wondering who this person is, this is an overseer. I'll explain to who an overseer is when I get 100 subs. So if you guys want to know, get me to 100 subs. Then you can finally know what an overseer is. Let's continue. As Khan wouldn't fly into Japan, seeing the beauty of it, being invisible, but not know much. So then see Midoriya coming from school. Again, Midoriya would bully and stand out. As she would decide to land down. Landing down, she would then turn into a human form. As Midoriya was crossing the street, a person would then appear in front of him. And go, hello? Midoriya would then say, hello there, Midoriya. Midoriya would then say, who are you? As she would then say, my name is Kana. Nice to meet you. Like, but how do you know my name? Midoriya would then say, Kana would then pull out a phone before showing him the same text on the same website. Before she pulls up the file of Midoriya, Midoriya's eye would then widened. Yep, if you're wondering, that file is completely full. Yep, the app is real. The app is real. And you asked for two things, didn't you? You saw a magical power and a lava. Midoriya would say, whoa, wait a minute. I didn't mean it that way. Oh? Kana would be confused. Midoriya's mind would kind of be broke after hearing this. Are you okay? Kana wouldn't ask. No. I think I need a rest for a bit. Okay. Oh, do you now want the power? Midoriya would say, yes please. So what is my power? Well, magic. What? Magic. I'm kind of confused. Okay. So it's better if I explain it to you. You have magic. As in pure magic manipulation. I think that's how you pronounce it. Can I just get a different kind of power? Midoriya wouldn't say, smiling nervously. Nope, you asked for this power. Alright, but how can I use it? Well, there's many ways you can use it actually. So let's start using your powers and showing up Midoriya how he can use it. Well, let me explain. Well, I can show it to you, but let's go upward. She would then grab Midoriya's hands, his wings would then come out, before making him fly up into the sky. Midoriya would be screaming, but no one would notice them, as she would then come into the wind. First of all, I need to see what your magical affinity is. She would then come Midoriya, as she would then see nature magic. Huh. It fits you. It fits. Mostly because you're green. Nature magic, what can I do? Well, nature can be of two things. It can be calm, collective, nice, and harmless. Also, it could be of fighting frightening forces like tornadoes and other stuff. Basically, you can do whatever nature can't. You can grow plants, you can manipulate them, and I guess in your world, it would be considered as a quirk. Maybe a nature manipulation quirk or a grass production quirk. Maybe I wouldn't say there's a surprising amount of heroes that can do that. Anyways, I can teach you how to control this magic. Before this, wait, you still have to take this orb. So you wouldn't form a magical orb. Once you touch it, the powers will be transferred to you. Midori wouldn't go up saying that this is not going to kill me, right? Kana wouldn't laugh a bit. No, it won't. Before Midori puts his hand in it, as all the powers that was inside the orb then gets absorbed inside of him. As he can see, the dragon symbol would then form on his right eyes. As you can see, something stats now, defense, offensive capabilities, and many more. This will work more like a game, I think you can say it. A game? Yep, a game. So you can imagine many different things can work with it. But for now, you don't have that much mentality to use it. I can teach you over times, but it's gonna take a while. Okay, Midori wouldn't say. Anyways, where now? Meanwhile, you did ask for the other thing. A lover. I didn't. Yes, I did. Midori wouldn't say. I wrote that as a joke. Well, I'm sorry to say this, but even if you wrote that as a joke, this thing needs. We in my clan say the project we're doing, we cannot take everything seriously. Wait. Midori wouldn't say one more thing. Are there more like you? Or are there more people like me that got these notifications? Yes, there are some more who have other, but I'm pretty sure they didn't ask for something like me, who you did. To that, we may find more of them later on in the future, but for now, you don't need to worry. Midori wouldn't take a gulp, wondering what basically is going to be his future. Anyways, do you have a place to live? Kana wouldn't say. What do you mean? I don't have a place to live. I literally came here from a wormhole from another dimension. Wait, what? Midori wouldn't say. Yeah, I'm not from this world. I'm literally from what you can say, a parallel universe in a way. But I'm more of a dimensional hopping entity. Who is it? My brain is hurting. Do you need anything assistance? Kana wouldn't say. I know healing magic. No thanks, Midori. I just want to go home. Alright, let's go. Kana wouldn't pull out wings, grabbing Midori's hand and then flying. 5 minutes later, Midori would be back in his house, as he can sense stars and light. As Kana would knock down in Midori's Midori, are you okay? Kana? Inko wouldn't look. Hello there, Miss Midori. I'm Kana. Before she shows a flower. I heard that the Midori family needs more maids. Swimming. Yes, we currently have to find some. So you here for a job? Of course I am. Anyways, I brought your son. Okay, come in then. As they wouldn't walk in, Midori would just be straight up wondering, what is going on? So let's continue. As Midori wouldn't walking, sitting back into his very large dining table. She wouldn't take a small drink before Kana wouldn't sit down next to him. So, you never told me that you were rich. What? We literally just met. Why would I tell you that? Midori wouldn't pour another drink before drinking it. Anyways, Midori wouldn't say, what now? You just got. Why a maid did you chose? Mostly because a friend of mine once did this with their lover. Huh? Midori wouldn't say. It was when I was a child. I still remember them. Well, their faces. I can't remember their names. One was a red-haired girl with glasses. She used to live a normal life. I believe it was the time before quirks became a thing. And another was a blonde-haired girl with wearing maid dress. Only the blonde-haired one was a dragon. Do you remember the names? No, it's hard to remember now. I try my best, but seeing how I cannot, I decided not think so much. It must have really happened a long time ago if you're thinking like this. Yes, it truly did happen decades or centuries ago. I wouldn't say, excuse me, what? Oh, did you think I was human? Kind of? Connor wouldn't start laughing. No, I'm not human to say the least. Nor am I a god. I'm a dragon. Midori wouldn't say, I think I had enough for today. I'm gonna go to sleep. Anyways, let's continue after that interruption. As Midori wouldn't start, going, he was then start falling asleep. To his room, wondering what kind of training Kana would put him through to unlock his magic. Meanwhile, back to Kana. Back to, Inka wouldn't say, so do you need a rest? She didn't pull out a classic-looking maid dress. No thanks. I have some of my own. Oh, okay. As Inka wouldn't go away. Anna wouldn't think, well, he doesn't want me, but he has written that he needs someone that loves him. I wonder why. He lives in a pretty rich family, so a girl wouldn't be that hot, and it's pretty cute. So why doesn't he have one? Maybe 15. Maybe the lack of, I don't know, confidence? Or is it like something else? I need to investigate for a bit before I can make any decisions. But since he has already written it, Khan wouldn't think to, I'm gonna be his future wife from now. Well, he technically has written it, so I'm doing my job. As she wouldn't go. Finding and asking Inko about a room. Inko wouldn't give her a room key, the guest room, let's just say. It's one of the few maids. As she wouldn't go into her room, and then decides to completely change it. Her once clothes would then start changing into a maid dress. People that don't know, in Miss Kobayashi, it was explained that the dress that the dragons wear are the scales. So yeah, this is normal for them. I just realized, fun fact, I just realized that I paused the video. So let's continue. It was in the next day as Midori wouldn't start training with Kona. As he wouldn't start manipulating and using grass and start learning more about it. Now let's have a little bit of a time skip. It had been a few months since Midori started training with Kona. Basically now be able to use more of nature. To the point where he can now create grass, manipulate grass to use his free ginormous Venus, to use trees to do his bidding, and basically start using whips of nature for energy. You can also do something like what Kamui Woods does, but it's more of a tree-based ability that he needs trees to be around to do. He's not that overpowered. You can also use nearby saplings and seeds that he's recently ordered to either grow them to a gigantic using his nature growth. He's also learned that he can use more of a healing type based nature magic, where he heals anyone that is basically covered in plants. You can slay its floral burst. He calls this move floral burst. He also decided to name this one after many different types of moves, mainly basing it on the rivals humanity called Eden. He doesn't know why he specifically chose it, but that made it easier. He named one of his moves Eden's Rapt, where he basically used the power of flying and other stuff to grow 4 gigantic Venus fly traps and use them to attacks. He named the healing one Eden's Healing, Eden's Blessing, where he heals people, and many other stuffs. As we didn't continue school time with Midoriya, Midoriya would basically still be in the same middle school, even though he was rich, he was still in a public school due to Rinko choosing choosing that. Midoriya would basically be there, taking his time, waiting for his class to be over so he can go and meet with Kana to continue his training. He and Kana didn't get close enough to the point now where he considered her as a good friend. For now. But he still doesn't consider it. She does a good job as a maid, and she can cook, she can clean, and she basically does his chores sometimes whenever he needs it. Other times they train, which the other maids are shocked by. To hide her identity as a dragon, Inka kind of helped her and had her connections to basically give her a false sort of identity and written her quirk as dragonic. I guess you can say same type of quirk, but it's more of a more easier way to use it. As Midoriya would be in his class, his teacher would saying, I usually would give job applications, but he wouldn't throw the paper of the boxes that was in. Well, who cares? We all know you want to be heroes. Everybody would be excited and cheering as Bakugo would then just say what he said in canon about them being useless and be lucky getting into B Luxus. As the teacher would then say, settle down. We know that you want to get into UA, Bakugo, so calm your ass down. I know it. Midoriya would not be interested or talk to Bakugo in his last few months. I am by Kana that he is, well, not a good friend. And she has met some bad people, so she knows what kind of person Katsun is. She hates him actually, especially after seeing Midoriya's memories of him a little bit. So her imagining of Katsun is basically her wanting to nuke the living shit out of him. Yeah, you heard me right. She basically wants to nuke the living shit out of him. Anyways, let's continue. Oh, it looks like another student wants to get in. Bakugo wouldn't say, what? Who is this bastard? His explosion says to go, it's Midoriya. Everybody would be shocked. If Bakugo wouldn't look at Deku and grab his collar, as he wouldn't say, hey nerd, have a problem? You know, why do you want to get into UA? I'm the only one that can. And they would say, oh really? With a personality like yours, it's suited more for a villain. Everybody would be shocked at Midoriya's fighting back. Oi, what do you mean? Blowing a ginormous explosion right to hit his face. As he does, Midoriya wouldn't say, Eden's blast. Sending Bakugo away with a ginormous whip of rash wouldn't send him flying. Everybody would be shocked. What the hell? Midoriya wouldn't say, a few months ago I awakened my quirk. I've been training it. Midoriya wouldn't say, as for life instead of go. So don't mess with me, Bakugo. I've done what you can do in these few weeks. Control and manipulate my quirk in a way you can't. If you could, you could. As Midoriya wouldn't walk away before Bakugo says, so you have a plant-based quirk. Bakugo would then grab one of these vines as if it didn't start exploding it, burning the vines before Midoriya just cuts it off with another plant. Doesn't matter, it's weak to fire. I'm ready to improve that. I'll be going, and I hope to never see you again. Midoriya would then say, that damn nerd. As Midoriya walks away, some of the students would also just frown at him. As there would be some students with Midoriya bowing their head down. We're sorry. Midoriya wouldn't say, are you sorry because you actually feel bad for bullying me? Or are you sorry because you're now afraid of me? Some of the students would be hesitant to say before others says, we're sorry because we were afraid of Bakugo. Midoriya wouldn't say, at least some people here are pretty much honest. Unlike others, Midoriya wouldn't look at the students that were just there to be in his now good graces. Anyways, what do you people want? We want to be a friend. Too late for that, huh? It's almost the end of the year, so I don't think being any good friends with you is going to be a good idea. Anyways, we'll be leaving now. Midoriya wouldn't say start going away. As he does, Midoriya wouldn't basically decide to go back to his house. But he then decides to take a different route from the usual route he takes. As he does, a slime villain would then come out saying, damn it, Perfect. Before you can say Midori would say Eden's raft, forming multiple different lines of carnivorous plant as it would then start to eat it. Midori doesn't give a shit about these anymore. Training with Kana has taught him more about and given more of a self-confidence. As he does, Oma wouldn't come out saying that, oh, you're over here? Be confused, seeing the villain basically defeated. Oma would say, wait, did you do this, young boy? Midori would say, yeah. Oma wouldn't see the Venus five tribes eating it off. Ah, but what is your quirk? Midori would say, floral manipulation. Or should I say nature manipulation? I can create and control nature and produce it out of any part. Like for example, Midori wouldn't touch this moss. Eden's growth. As some grass wouldn't start growing from the moss. Can also make plants grow. That's a powerful quirk, boy. As All Might would then say, anyways, I'll be taking this. Bye. As All Might would then jump up. Midori would then also walk away. But after he jumps off, the rift from his pants would then fall down the bottle, and the slime balloon would escape. Everything that happened in canon after that just happens with Bakugo getting captured. And then, when Midori arrives, he wouldn't immediately use Eden's vine. Midori wouldn't say grabbing Bakugo, pulling him out of it. Oh, why are you at it? Midori wouldn't say Eden's wrath, person 2. As carnivorous plants also come out, but this time more vines of it, grabbing the slime balloon as it would then start ripping and tearing after it. The slime balloon would then start to escape, but this time he cannot. Before Midori would then say, Eden's blast! A powerful nature blast would then go, wiping the slime balloon's remaining parts. Leaving whatever it is, Midori would then grab it, pull out his water bottle, putting it in. Midori would then say, I could always buy another one, before giving it to the pros. The pros would then start scolding Midoriya about using his quirk without permission. Midoriya would then say to the pros, I have a question for you. What would you rather have? Someone save him, breaking the laws and saving the child that you couldn't? Or, Midoriya would then say, letting him die. The pros can be shut out. Yeah, you heard me right. Before, from the skies, Kana would be saying, smirking to herself, thinking that he has done pretty good, as Midori would then start walking away. As it does, it bump into All Might, or should I say, Skinny Might. Skinny Might would then fall down as Midori would then pick him up. Are you okay, sir? I'm fine. But Midori feels something. I guess you can say a familiarity between him and All Might. Midori would then walk away, thinking to himself, that. As he was going, Bakugo would then say the same thing as canon, and then All Might would arrive. Oh, before he does, Kana would arrive to Midoriya and say to him, you started using magic more properly. Well, I'm still learning how to properly use it, but I guess you can say I've done more training. Okay, I got Midoriya. Anyways, what now? I don't know. Prepare for the UA entrance exam? So, as All Might would then come from the corner saying, I am here. Kana immediately seeing this would then take a defensive stance. As scales would then start coming out of her arms and her claw. Her fingers would become more claw-like. So then Midoriya back away. This could be an enemy. Now Kana, Midoriya would then say, what is more like? Remember the hero I told you about? Kana would then calm down for saying, it's All Might. Anyways, as All Might then say, and Midoriya, I saw what you did there. Wait, how do you know my name? The girl over there, kind of told you. I kind of overheard your conversation a bit. So now you know our names, All Might. That's correct. As All Might was going to say something else, he then turned back to his Skinny Might form. This time Midoriya would then immediately say, Eden's vine, binding him in grass. He was saying, All Might, who you are and what are you doing? I'm gonna guess you're the slime villain's partner here to take revenge or something. Guess what? It's not gonna work. Wait. Before you would then say, what do you want? It's still me, Alright, to prove it. Before me, I didn't realize a little bit. Wait a minute. Connor wouldn't say. He has the same presence as Alright. I mean, sure, I haven't personally met him, but I can sense he has the same magical aura around him. Magical aura, huh? I guess you were right when you said that more can have magic. What? Or might we then be confused a bit. Anyways, what brought you here? I didn't say. What you did there, young Midoriya, was brave and powerful. And I want to offer you something. What? My quirk. Or might we did say taking a strand of hair. Your quirk? Okay then. Midoriya wouldn't say. I would be confused. You're not questioning this at all? Nope. Why would I question this? It's not as weird as things that have happened to me. Midoriya wouldn't think tense, man. Plus, I literally have a dragon, mate. So this cannot be that hard. You understand? I see. Anyways, meet me at deku. We'll start your training from tomorrow. Okay, Midoriya would then say, as All Might then goes away. Before he does, Midoriya would then say, hey All Might, do you by any chance have any injury? All Might then say, yes. Lifting his shirt showing the injury, explaining the battle and fight and how he basically got the damage. Kana, can you heal it? I can, but it's gonna take time. For that, I need a lot more focus, and Omid probably needs to come at our house for me to properly heal it. Wait a minute. Do you have two quirks? What is your quirk? Kana wouldn't lie, saying that, well, my quirk is Dragonic manipulation. Dragonic. I can do whatever a dragon can, plus more. So you can breathe out fire. No. Oh, so you're done like that dragon hero, Yoku. Kind of, you can say. But I can do a little bit more. I can have healing power as well. So is that like a village sub-ability? Yes, I guess you can call it a sub-ability. Like how you can manipulate air. Oh no, I don't manipulate air. I more like use the air pressure. What would that say? I see. Kana would then say. As then, Midoriya and Kana then take All Might to their house. All Might would be surprised of seeing how big and huge Midoriya's house is. I think I should mention that this Midoriya's house is a lot more bigger than Okana. It's mostly because he is rich in this timeline. Hey, I had to give a reason why Kana is a maid and why no one is going to question us. No one family having a maid. Anyways, All Might would then go into the house. As he opens the door, meeting with Inko, sitting down for some tea and service, as Kana wouldn't take him to a room, as he wouldn't start healing him. Sparks of electricity would then start going around Kana's arm, as he wouldn't say, let me heal, as All Might's injury would then start reversing itself. All Might can feel all the broken damage inside of his body would then start healing itself, as it would then start growing into his muscular form. This would also basically infect a little bit more, as I do believe there was a fight with All For One that basically caused All Might's face to be like that in the canon. So this time he would have the eyes and look a little bit more like Young Might, but not that Young Might. Imagine Young Might and All Might fused together, and he has the capability of it. Due to this, whatever embedded and lasting time limit he had is now gone, as All Might would basically be fixed. As All Might would say, thank you, no problem. Both of them would then say, anyways, meet me tomorrow for your training. We will, both of them would then say. And I'm gonna end it up here. Hope you guys like this part. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And see you all in the next one. And please do subscribe. I've seen a lot of my videos getting views, but a lot of people not subscribing for whatever reason. Yes. Oh, and if you're wondering, there's not gonna be a birthday yearly thing when every August 31st I post part of this. I mean, I could definitely write a bunch of scripts by then, but I want to make it in the what if list. And this is going into the what if list. Yeah, anyways, like, comment, share, subscribe. Bye.